Hello YouTube. Today I'm going to review the Bosch 12 volt little drill driver set that they have. I'm going to pull out here and come in the picture. I picked this setup. I do a lot of service work and I wanted a set that would be lightweight, feel good in my hands, have a lot of power, and that the batteries would last a decent amount of time. And I found it in this Bosch 12 volt set. The pocket drivers, you can get these pretty cheap. They're all over. I mean, I've seen them for well under $100. They have a little hex head on the front of them, and I use these for, like, if I'm driving in like a 5/16 head or something like that. You just chuck them in. They also, there's a whole variety. You can get pretty much anything that will have that attachment to it. This one here is for driving sockets. I also, because there is some limitations to that with drilling, I picked up their little pocket drill driver, which is their 12 volt. And when they say pocket, it literally will fit in your pocket. I mean, you got a loose sweat coat like this or a hoodie, you can tuck this in there if you have to. I like these because they have a ton of power. They, I can throw them into a tool bag, and I hardly notice the weight in there. And when I go to use it, they'll fit into tight spaces. And yet, again, they're not lacking on power or ability to get a job done. Usually you can buy a combo of these with like the impact gun, and a lot of times they try and sneak it with the drill driver or with the pocket driver, and then to get the drill driver you got to get into a different combo. I haven't seen these two together. The impact is definitely something you'd want to put in your arsenal if you're getting into a set like this, or you're looking to do any kind of major DIY around the house, or if you're into the contracting work like I am. I know guys that have built decks with these. They're definitely tough little drill drivers, and they'll easily, because of the impact feature on them, will drive in a 4-inch screw like it's nothing. And you just change out, you know, if you're building a deck and you're using that star head or whatever you're using, you just put that kind of chuck in. One thing that's not a drill driver, but it came with a combo that I purchased, was their little Sawzall. And I was debating, because they had a set that didn't have this and they had a set that had it. So I was kind of debating, well, I think there was a $30 difference between the two, and I'm like, well, for 30 bucks, yeah, that looks like it'd be a lot of fun. I'll pick it up. And I'm not disappointed at all that I did, because I do some plumbing as well as a lot of other things. You're underneath a sink and you got to pop off a trap or something that's seized up. This thing's amazing. You just load up. You can use any kind of like Sawzall blade. I'm going to pop this off for safety's sake here. It's got the chuck on here is the brain's slipping right now. Is the keyless. You don't have to use a socket wrench or any Allen key or anything with this. Just twist it, pop your blade out, switch whatever blade you want in. This one happens to be for cutting wood, and back you go. Chuck battery in, and you're good to go. There's a lot of power to it. It does have the little light feature, if you saw that on there. Something I like about these, there's a lot of the companies are starting to put that on their drills. I do like the light feature that Bosch has been sneaking in on here. At first I thought it wasn't necessary. As I began using them more and more, really helps out in dark spaces when you're inside of a cabinet or just up in a crawl space trying to work on something. It's definitely nice. You can never have enough light on what you're working on. So overall, I give this 2 thumbs up. It has not let me down. I highly recommend it, and you won't be let down if you spend the money and pick yourself up one of these. All right, thanks for your time. Have a good day.